besides being two of the greatest tennis players of all time. Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal are two tycoons who know very well how to multiply their wealth. But the question is, which of the two athletes leads the most luxurious life? In this video you will watch a super contested battle between Roger Federer and Rafael Nadal. So, then let's get to the fight. Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #allabout subscribe. Alright, let's get started. Round 1. Cars. Both tennis players like to use nice vehicles to get around, but which of the two will own the most luxurious car collection? Roger Federer, for example, has already been spotted in a Mercedes-Benz V-Class, a huge car capable of offering lots of space and ergonomics for all passengers inside the vehicle. And to relish from this comfortable car from Mercedes, you may need to invest about $85,000. He has also appeared in a commercial using a Mercedes GL 500, a huge car that can cost around $140,000. Another car that he has been seen in is a Mercedes-AMG GLE 63, an SUV with a modern and robust design whose price can surpass $100,000. From another brand, Roger has been spotted with a Range Rover Vogue, a vehicle that combines refinement and sophistication with versatility, being a great option for those who like spacious cars with good performance. And the price of a new one of this model could come to reach around $115,000. However, when he desires more speed, he can relish from his Mercedes-AMG GT, a beautiful sports car made for those speed enjoyers. The vehicle is capable of accelerating from 0 to 62 miles per hour in mere 3.8 seconds, and this probably justifies its price, which is around $130,000. Upping the price, Roger can also take a ride on his Mercedes-AMG G63, a super Jeep from Mercedes equipped with an impressive engine capable of accelerating from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just about 4.3 seconds. And maybe that's why it's valued to be around $155,000. However, the most expensive car that Roger Federer has ever shown off was a Mercedes SLS AMG Roadster, a considerably luxurious convertible car. The vehicle is equipped with an impressive engine, capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.5 seconds, and it's no wonder that depending on the year and the model, its price can exceed the $230,000 mark. Rafael Nadal, meanwhile, is not far behind. On his Instagram, for example, he has already posted several pictures advertising the Kia Stinger GT, a beautiful sedan with a sporty design valued at approximately $50,000. Nadal has also been doing a lot of advertising for the Kia EV6 GT line, a beautiful SUV with a modern and futuristic design, being fully electric, and maybe that's why its price can reach around $60,000. Upping the price, he has already taken a picture with a Mercedes-Benz GTS, a beautiful car with a sporty design made for those who like speed. Being equipped with a V8 engine, the car can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds, managing to reach a top speed of 193 miles per hour. And it's no wonder that its price is around $150,000. He also once owned a Mercedes-Benz SLK 200, a vintage Mercedes convertible that can be bought for around $200,000. Upping the price further, Rafael once owned a Ferrari 458 Italia, a beautiful car capable of drawing a lot of attention wherever it passes, being a great Ferrari icon. And to own this incredible car, you may need to fork out around $250,000. However, the most expensive car Rafael Nadal has ever been spotted in was his Aston Martin DBS, a car so luxurious that it even appears in the new movie of the 007 franchise. To get a sense of how powerful and fast the athlete's little toy is, it is capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.4 seconds, with its top speed limited to 211 miles per hour. And to own this supercar, it is estimated that the midfielder had to pay the affordable price of $300,000. And because Nadal has the most luxurious garage here, he takes this round. Point to him. Second round. Yacht. In their time off, the two athletes like to go off and enjoy some nice yachts. Roger Federer, for example, has been spotted with his family having a good time on Bernard Arnault's yacht, one of the richest men in the world. It is a huge ship of 333 feet in length, capable of offering every luxury and spoil imaginable. Although there are few records of its interior, it is known to have the capacity to hold up to 20 guests, offering plenty of entertainment and comfort. And to give you an idea of how expensive it is to maintain a yacht of this size, some sources estimate that when all the maintenance costs are added up, the figures could reach a mind-boggling $15 million. And to acquire such a ship, it may be necessary to cash out more than $150 million, or to follow Roger Federer's strategy and relish from his friends' yachts. Rafael Nadal, on the other hand, prefers to buy ships for himself. He has owned, for example, a Monte Carlo MCY 76 model boat, a beautiful 76-foot-long ship with a sophisticated and elegant design. Nicknamed Beethoven, the vessel seemed to offer good fun times for the athlete. Entering the interior of the yacht, we can see that everything is very modern and comfortable, being well planned to meet all the needs of its crew. The boat is equipped with everything one needs in order to spend a few days at sea, including a kitchen and several cabins equipped with bathrooms. In the external area, there are great spaces for crew members to gather and enjoy the sea breeze. And according to media reports, Rafael Nadal has decided to put the boat up for sale in 2019 for around $3 million. Currently, the tennis player has acquired another even larger and more imposing yacht. We are talking about a vessel of the Sunreef 80 Power model, a super yacht with a very peculiar design, capable of attracting a lot of attention wherever it goes. With a bold and contemporary hull style, the yacht's superstructure extends the spaces to the extremes, which allows the athlete to decorate his ship with different layout options. Despite being less than 80 feet long, the architecture of this yacht manages to offer more space and comfort than larger vessels. Its interior, for example, is extremely ergonomic and luxurious, counting with all the necessary items to spend good moments on the high seas. In all, the yacht features 6 cabins capable of accommodating up to 12 crew members. Going up to the top of the yacht, there is a beautiful outdoor area large enough to host several guests, which should be a great spot for Nadal to enjoy the sea breeze. As reported in the press, Rafael Nadal paid more than $5 million for it. And since he owns his very own yachts, Rafael Nadal takes this round. 1 point for him. Round 3. Jet. When it comes to traveling to different places in the world, the two tennis players make use of several powerful aircrafts. Rafael Nadal, for example, is speculated that the tennis player owns a Cessna Citation CJ2 model aircraft, a modern small business twin-engine aircraft. Because the aircraft is not very large, it can be super fuel efficient, and it is very economical. Another great advantage of this aircraft is that it is considered extremely easy to fly and can be operated by a single pilot. Entering its interior, we can see that all spaces were well utilized, and even if the aircraft is not so spacious, it manages to offer comfort and ergonomics for its passengers. In all, this jet can carry up to 8 people depending on the configuration chosen. And to give you an idea of price, a new aircraft of this model can cost upwards of $6 million. Meanwhile, Roger Federer has been seen using one of the Bombardier Global 600 models, one of the world's largest and most modern jets. At 30 meters long, this large-sized aircraft can offer all the luxury that could be imagined. Its interior has the capacity to carry up to 18 passengers in great comfort, offering an excellent flying experience. To get a sense of its price, in order to purchase a new aircraft of this model, you may need to disburse more than $60 million, but Roger Federer most likely didn't pay a dime for it, considering that he is a NetJets ambassador, one of the largest private air taxi companies in the world. And because Rafael Nadal owns his own aircraft, he takes this round. Point to him. Round 4. Real estate. Both athletes seem to enjoy spending their money on real estate, but which of the two has the largest real estate portfolio? Rafael Nadal, for example, it is speculated that his main home is located in the Balearic Islands, an archipelago off the coast of Spain. It is known that he spent 7 years renovating the property, but there are no updated records of what his mansion looked like once it was completed. In some of his posts on Instagram during the period of social isolation, it was possible to get to see a little of the residence's interior. The place seems to be quite simple and minimalist, but still managing to meet his needs quite well. It is known that there is a gym where he goes to maintain his physical fitness and a nice pool for when he wants to cool off. But one of the points that most draws attention in his residence is the incredible view of nature and the sea. This place is even where he parks his yachts and goes to have a lot of fun. And while there is almost no information about this property, it has already been reported that he purchased the property in 2013 for about $4,300,000. But Nadal also likes to invest in real estate in order to further multiply his money. As reported in the media, he was one of the buyers of the most luxurious building in Madrid. The estate has 5 stories and is located in one of the most exclusive areas of the capital, in the neighborhood Justica, next to the Madrid's Justice Court and close to several other state agencies. The building has an architecture of the late 19th century, keeping all the characteristics of the time and being in an excellent state of conservation. It is known that Nadal and his partners intend to renovate this 5-story building and turn it into one of the most luxurious residences in the city. And for this, they needed to invest a small sum of $30 million. Meanwhile, Roger Federer is not far behind. Nicknamed the Glass House, the tennis player's mansion was built from scratch in 2014, being located on a 1.5-acre lot, a space with more than everything to meet all the needs of him and his family. Although there are not many records of how its interiors are, looking at the pictures of the project you can imagine how luxurious it must be inside. And as it was reported in the media, in order to build this beautiful house, the athlete needed to invest around £6,500,000, or the equivalent of almost $8,500,000. Throughout his native country, it is speculated that he has several other estates. Some sources say that he owns a house in Valbella in Switzerland, a quiet place where he can spend his weekends in a lot of privacy. It is also speculated that he also built another property in Lenzerheide in Switzerland, an alpine valley well known for being a go-to-skiing vacation destination. According to some sources, Roger purchased the land in 2008 for about $12 million. And Roger also likes to invest in vertical real estate, and the fact that he bought a penthouse in the Le Rêve building, a super sophisticated skyscraper in Dubai, is proof of it. We are talking about one of the most exclusive towers in the city, with a breathtaking vista to the ocean. The apartments in this building are all very luxurious, with ample spaces surrounded by large windows stretching from floor to ceiling that provide excellent natural light. And according to some sources, the tennis player had to invest a whopping £13 million in this apartment, or the equivalent of almost $17 million. And all these residences are only a fraction of his known real estate portfolio, being it very likely that he owns several other properties. And because Federer owns more luxurious and expensive real estate, he wins this round. Point to him. Round 5. Business. Besides making a lot of money by winning tennis championships, the two athletes have other sources of income that get them huge influxes of cash. Rafael Nadal, for example, announced in 2016 the launch of his own tennis school, Rafa Nadal Academy. Located in his hometown, the academy has a first-world structure, having everything a youngster needs to develop in the sport. There are, for example, almost 20 tennis courts that can train hundreds of students. To get an idea of the success of this business, only its official Instagram has about 700,000 subscribers, which gives us an idea of the size of this enterprise. Another enterprise of the athlete is his restaurant chain Tadal, based in trendy cities like Madrid, Beverly Hills, and Ibiza. The architecture of the restaurants are all very luxurious, so they can match the same level of gastronomy of the place. The aim of the chain is to offer a Spanish haute cuisine experience and to be recognized internationally. This is all without mentioning all the money Rafael Nadal can make from his image. Among the companies that have already invested in it are Emporio Armani, Aelio Care, Telefonica, Banco Santander, Banco Sabadell, Tommy Hilfiger, Mafre, Nike, Richard Miller, Heineken, Kia Motors, among many others. Roger Federer, meanwhile, also has some good advertising income. Because he has an excellent reputation with the public, being a nice guy with a scandal-free personal life, he has become a personality in high demand by large companies. Among the brands that have already invested to associate their goods and services with the tennis player there are, for example, Uniqlo, Barilla, Credit Suisse, Nike, Gillette, Mercedes-Benz, Rolex, Wilson, among many others. Federer has a portfolio of sponsors unmatchable in the sports world, making more money from advertisements than any other athlete in the world. And besides being able to make a lot of money from his image, Roger is also a very successful businessman. He is, for example, the owner of Team 8, a sports marketing agency that overlooks tennis athletes and championships. Federer is also a shareholder of On Running, a multinational sports clothing and accessories company, where he has even launched his own line of shoes, called the Roger. To get a sense of the values, it is speculated that the mere 3% Federer owns of the company equals almost $300 million after it went public on the stock exchange. With all that said, we can safely say that Roger Federer has gotten some more lucrative deals, winning him this round. He scores a point. 6th round. Net worth. Being considered two of the best tennis players in the world, it is a fact that they have already amassed a lot of money throughout their careers. Since Nadal turned pro in 2001, for example, it is estimated that he has made more than $120 million by winning tournaments and championships as a tennis player. While that's a lot of money to most people, it doesn't represent the biggest source of his income. That's because Rafael Nadal makes more money off the tennis courts than actually inside them. According to some sources, most of the athlete's net worth comes thanks to sponsorships from various companies. His partnership with luxury jeweler Richard Mille, for example, has spawned a super-exclusive athlete-inspired watch limited to 50 pieces worldwide with an estimated price tag of more than $1 million, which Nadal is likely to earn a commission on each sale. However, his partnership with Nike is probably his most relevant sponsorship. Nadal has a contract of more than a decade with the sporting goods brand, having recently signed an extension to the deal. And according to some sources, the value of the deal is speculated to be around the $10 million range. However, adding up all of Rafael Nadal's income sources during the year 2020, Forbes magazine estimated that the athlete made about $40 million. And even though no one knows exactly how much of a fortune the athlete has amassed throughout his career, some sources estimate that currently at the peak of his 35 years of age, Rafael Nadal has already put together a net worth that exceeds the $220 million. Roger Federer, for his part, is estimated that since he turned pro in 1998, he has received about $130 million, a very small amount compared to his current net worth. According to some sources, most of Federer's fortune comes thanks to the sponsorships from various companies, an amount that represents over 90% of all the money he has ever earned during his career. To get a sense of the values, it is estimated that solely his Nike sponsorship would make him an amount of approximately $10 million per year. But nothing even compares to the value of his contract with Uniqlo, a multinational from Japan that is one of the largest fashion companies in the world. According to some sources, the tennis has signed a 10-year contract with the company worth $30 million yearly, for an astonishing total of $300 million over the entire period. And it's no wonder that Roger is always present on the list of the most well-paid athletes in the world, managing to make it to top of the ranking in 2020, with earnings estimated by Forbes to be $106 million before taxes. And that is why Roger Federer is part of a select group of athletes who have earned more than $1 billion during their entire careers. However, considering his net equity after taxes, he is still a bit far off from becoming a billionaire. This is because, according to some sources, it is estimated that currently at the peak of his 40s, the net worth accumulated by Roger Federer is around $550 million. And because Federer is the wealthier, he wins this round. Point to him. At the end of this battle, we have 3 points for Roger Federer against 3 points for Rafael Nadal, making this battle a draw. Boo it! If you believe that there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, make sure to write down below your best justification. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, deals to satisfy your curiosity.